a week it's been. What do you make of the comment there from Ari Fleischer? Do you agree with him that the president needs to be given a few days here?
Well, I mean, he has until Inauguration Day anyway, so that's really moot. There's word already, Fox News has reported from the White House that the president is going to continue to explore all his legal options because this vote was very tight. I mean, particularly in Philadelphia, the Supreme Court has stepped in and told them to segregate late votes that came in after Election Day. Also, there is a legal action going on about the inability of Republican observers to actually watch those mail-in ballots be opened and counted. So that goes on. There's other legal action going on in Michigan, Wisconsin, elsewhere. So, and Georgia is going to do a recount. So, you know, you can't expect that the president is going to roll over right now and concede because basically it's the Associated Press and the New York Times that came out straight off the bat today and made that announcement. And it's not really up to news organisations to decide who is the president. There still is 70 million people who voted for Donald Trump. And I would say that a good proportion of them currently feel that the election is being stolen from them. So unless you can reassure them that that's not the case, no amount of sweet talking by Joe Biden or anyone else basically telling people that they need to accept this result is going to make any difference. You know, it's really beyond Donald Trump. It's those 70 million people. And if you don't have those people agreeing that this vote was fair and reasonable and legitimate, then you have a serious problem. It's already a polarised country. So I think that jumping the gun is a big mistake, and I wouldn't expect that the president's going to do anything in the next day or two.
The two senior Republicans in Pennsylvania, the Speaker and the House Leader, are reported by Fox News as saying they've seen no evidence of fraud or irregularities. And then, Miranda, you've also got the situation where world leaders, it's not just a couple of media organisations in the US, it's Boris Johnson, Narendra Modi, leaders from around the world congratulating Joe Biden. It seems that the events have moved on beyond what the president is willing to accept.
Yeah, but it's not about what the president is willing to accept or what Boris Johnson says from London. It's about the reality of what's going on with these legal actions. These legal actions are going on. I don't really understand how Republicans in Pennsylvania who are making these comments can say that, because at the moment there is a serious question about why Republican observers were banned from Philadelphia and Pittsburgh from those counting stations. And, you know, that will make its way through the courts. And it may end up saying that there's no case to be answered. But Rudy Giuliani, who's the president's personal lawyer, former mayor of New York, gave a long press conference today laying out various anomalies in various states that are all going to be litigated. So the Supreme Court is involved, is going to be more involved. And I think you just have to let those legal processes go, because regardless of whether or not you want this to be over, 70 million people don't feel that this has been a legitimate end. And there has been, you know, it doesn't matter what you say, there has been a lot of strange, shady, sort of circumstantial evidence that something fishy is going on in cities like Philadelphia, which have had 70 years of Democrat rule and a lot of election fraud in the past. Now, whether or not the instances of election fraud that are being brought forward were enough to make a difference to the numbers, I mean, that's to be seen. But it's not enough to just declare that Joe Biden is the winner. You have to have Americans believing that that's the case, because we've just had 4 years of the Democrats claiming that Donald Trump was an illegitimate president, with far less evidence of that than is being presented at the moment. So I think you just have to, you know, everyone's got to be calm and let the process go through. And, you can't expect that it's going to be anything, that Donald Trump is going to just go without a fight.